Hi friends, in today's class you are going to learn about searching techniques in C programming. Searching technique is used to search an element in an array of n elements. The element that is to be searched, that is, the element that we want to be searched in the array is called key element. There are two types of searching techniques. First type is linear search and the second type is binary search. Next, we will learn these two different types of searching techniques in detail. First type of the searching technique is linear search or sequential search. This technique searches a given key element in the array in linear or sequential order, that is, one after the other. Hence, this type of searching technique is known as linear search or sequential search. Let us take an example. Here, have taken array A of 5 elements and also have taken a key element. Key element is the element that is to be searched or the element that we want to be searched. Here have taken 50 as key element. That is, I want to search the key element 50 in the given array using linear search or sequential search technique. According to this technique, it compares key element with the first element of the array. Here the key element is 50. The linear search technique compare key element with the array element. In case key element is matched with the any one of the array element, means what? The key element is found in the array. In that case, it print the output message successful search. In case if the key element is not matched with the any of the element of the array, means what? The key element is not found in the array. So in that case, this linear search technique, it output the message unsuccessful search. So here first we compare the key element 50 with first element of the array, that is 20. 50 is not matched with the 20. Then we compare 50 with next element. The next element is 40. We compare 50 with 40, but 50 is not matched with, that is 50 is not equal to 40. Next, we compare the key element 50 with the next element of the array, that is 10. Even 50 is not matched with the element 10. Then we compare 50 with next fourth element of the array, that is u of 3. Its value is 50. So 50 is matched with this fourth element of the array. That is, the key element 50 is found in the array. In that case, it output the message successful search. In case, for example, if I want to search the key element 100, the linear search technique, it compare key element with the elements of the array one by one. That is in linear fashion or in sequential fashion. And for this example, the key element 100 is not matched with any of these array elements. Means what? The key element 100 is not found in the array. In that case, the linear search technique or sequential search technique, it output the message unsuccessful search. Unsuccessful search. Next, we will write the program to search the key element in the array of n elements using this linear search technique or sequential search technique. First, write preprocessor statements. Then, in the main function, first declare the variables. Here I have taken the variable I to represent the position of the array elements, n, which indicate the number of elements that we want to be input to the array, and the array A of size 10, and have taken one more variable key, which indicates the element that I want to be searched in the array. First, input a value for n. Then, using this for loop structure, input n elements to the array A. To know how to input the elements to the array, you just please refer my previous YouTube video how to input the elements to the array and how to display the elements of the array. After inputting n elements to the array, then input a value to the key element. Here key element is nothing but the element that I want to be searched in the array A. Next, we compare key element with the array elements one by one. That is, key is compared with E of I. In case key element is equal to E of I, means what? The key element is found in the array. So in that case, we print the message successful search. Then exit 0 means what? Then we want to stop the execution of the program. In case key element is not equal to E of I, then we take the next element. Next we compare key element with that E of I. So we should repeat this process for all the n elements of the array. That is, I value starts from 0 to n. So if this for loop condition becomes false, means what? The given key element is not found in the array. So in that case, we print the message unsuccessful search. Then end of main. Now we will trace this program. First, input a value for n. Have taken n value as 4. Then input 4 elements to the array A. Next, input a key element. Have taken key element 50. Next, for loop instruction. Initial value for I is 0. Next, I less than n. Value of n is 4. Is I less than n? Yes. Control enters to for loop. Is key value is 50 is equal to E of I. E of I means E of 0. E of 0 is 30. Is key is equal to E of I, that is E of 0, that is key is equal to E of 0, that is 50 is equal to 30? No. So if this condition is false, control moves out of if. Next, end of for. End of for means control return back to for loop. Next, updation. I is incremented by 1 means I becomes 1. Next condition, is I less than n? I value is 1. Is 1 less than 4? Yes. Control enters to for loop. Now, is key is equal to E of I? Key value is 50. E of I means E of 1. So, is key is equal to E of 1? Is 50 is equal to E of 1, that is 20? No. If this condition is false, control moves out of if. Next, end for. End for means control return back to for loop. Then updation, that is I is incremented by 1 means I becomes 2. Next condition, is I less than 4? I value is 2. Is 2 less than 4? Yes. Control enters to for loop. Is key is equal to E of I. E of I means E of 2. E of 2 value is 50. As key is equal to E of 2, key value is 50. E of 2 is 50. Is 50 is equal to 50? Yes, as 50 is equal to 50. That is key is equal to E of I. This condition is true. Control enters to if part. If part statement is a print statement which print successful search. Then the next instruction is exit 0 means what? Would stop the execution of the program. Instead of 50, if I have taken 80 as key element, in this case the key element 80 is not present in the array. So the output message is unsuccessful search. Next, we will trace the program for this input. So, initial value for I is 0, I less than n, that is 0 less than 4, the condition is true. Next, if condition is k is equal to u of I, k is 80, 80 is equal to u of I means what? U of 0, that is 30. No, 8 is not equal to 30. So, control moves out of if, then end for means control return back to for loop. Then updation, that is I is incremented by 1 means I becomes 1. Then condition, is I less than 4, I value is 1, is 1 less than 4? Yes. Next, compare key with E of I. Is key is equal to E of I? Key value is 50 is equal to E of I. E of I means E of 1. That is 20. Is 80 is equal to 20? No. Control moves out of if. Next, end for means control return back to for loop. Then updation, that is I is incremented by 1 means I becomes 2. Then condition, is I less than 4? I value is 2, is 2 less than 4? Yes. Then compare key with U of I. Key is 80, 8 is compared with U of I. U of I means U of 2. Is 80 is equal to U of 2, that is 50? No. So, if this condition is false, control moves out of if. Then end for means control return back to for loop. Then updation, I is incremented by 1 means I becomes 3. Then condition, is I less than 4? I value is 3. As 3 is less than 4? Yes. Next, compare key with U of I. Key is 80. 80 is equal to U of I means U of 3. Is 80 is equal to U of 3, that is 10? No. If this condition is false, control moves out of if. Next, end for means control return back to for loop. Then updation, that is I is incremented by 1 means I becomes 4. Then condition, is I less than n? I value is 4. Is 4 less than 4? No, the condition is false. When this for loop condition becomes false, control moves out of for, then it executes the statement after the for. The statement after the for is a print instruction which print the message unsuccessful search. Then end of main. This is the flowchart for this linear search program. First start, then read n, input a value for n, then read n elements to the array A using for loop structure. When this for loop condition becomes false, input a value to the variable key, that is nothing but the key element that is to be searched. After inputting the key element, this for loop structure is used to search the element. In case if the key element is matched with any of the array element, then this program print the output message successful search, then stop the execution of the program. In case key element is not matched with the array element, then the key element is compared with the next element of the array one by one. In case key element is not matched with the any of the array elements, in that case, this for loop condition becomes false and the program prints the message unsuccessful search. Then stop.